What's goody? It's your host, Jay Rose, as always, and I'm back with a series that I have left in the gutter for a long minute. Reacting to Twitter takes. Let's get into it. Joel Embiid doesn't even have a ring. Kevin Garnett just be talking nonsense. I gotta see this clip.
Yeah, I understand. Is Giannis the best player in the East?
I feel like I've seen somebody tweet about this. Is Giannis the best player in the East? Yes. I know KG's answer is not going to be yes, but the answer is yes. I'm gonna let him finish though.
Man, you can't say that with Embiid over there, Lord.
All right.
Sure.
Can't say that. And with Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he's.
Whoa. See, that's Celtics bias for sure. I'm gonna let you have that because that's Celtics bias. I don't think that's his real take. I don't think he believes that. So I'm gonna let you have your Celtics bias take of the day. Both of those, I disagree. Joel Embiid is a lot closer than Tatum is, but I'll let you finish. again.
Jason Tatum.
No, we talking.
Yeah. But he's arguably the best player in the
Who?
East. Giannis.
No.
What?
I'm just saying, last 2 years he went first round, Lord. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the last 2 years.
KG, let's beat that ass serious. You want to really get into it, Kevin Garnett? Nah, because he's chatting right now. First of all, before I even violate KG, Joel Embiid has never been to a conference final. You talking about, oh, he went out in the first round. So did Embiid. Am I tweaking? You won MVP in 04, right? That was the only year in Minnesota that you got out of the first round. Facts. And if somebody were to say, oh, KG is arguably the best at his position during that entire time period where you weren't making it out the first round, that's not a crazy take. Giannis has a chip already. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? From age 20 to 26, you did not make it out the first round. Swept in 3 games. 5, 4, 4, 4. Swept in 3 games. 5 games in your first 6 years in the playoffs, and you talking about he can't be top of his position because he ain't make it out the first round. KG, come on, man. That applies to you, fam. You can't say that.
You can't say that, what you just said. I would not argue against Embiid, against Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But literally, Embiid, he's not making it out the first round either.
He's probably like the, 4th best player over there?
4th? Kevin Garnett, bro, what are you talking about?
I mean, 4th best player in the East?
No, he's
Who
not
you taking it from?
He's not the 4th best. Giannis? Well, Tatum's at the top. He just won a championship.
Okay.
Tatum is not at the top. That's not how that works. And this is exactly why Paul Pierce thinks he's better than Dwayne Wade. Because he thinks when you win a championship, you're automatically better than a dude. Jason Tatum is not better than Giannis. What? No.
Okay, cool.
But if Embiid come in top-notch shape,
Both healthy. Who you taking?
you know Embiid.
I'm taking Giannis. Both healthy, I'm taking Giannis. Both healthy, Giannis has a ring with less talent. In the same Don't piss me off, KG. Got a hot take here. The Miami Heat will miss the playoffs this season by a pretty significant margin, beginning the rebuild around Bam. That's the first one, and I honestly like that. I like that because I feel like Bam needs the opportunity to grow as a player. I watched him in the Olympics. I saw him hitting threes. I saw him bringing the ball up the court, and I know he does some of that stuff in game, in terms of the dribbling in game. I want Bam to be more of a fluid scorer. I want him to have the ball more. I feel like Bam can do a lot of the things that some of these other dudes can do. Not saying he will be as dominant as a Giannis if he played like that, but he can give you a little bit of that. But the Hawks are a playoff caliber team and will win like 45 plus games. Hell no. You can't say that in the same breath. The Miami Heat are better than the Hawks right now. Now, Trae Young on the Heat, that would be nasty. I wouldn't hate that. But no, the Hawks are going to be nowhere near 45 wins this year. Absolutely not. What are we talking about? The Eastern Conference contenders didn't do nearly enough to compete with the Celtics, and they're going to go back-to-back this year. Well, first of all, Give credit to the Indiana Pacers because the Indiana Pacers put up one hell of a fight. I think the Knicks, even last year, matched up really, really well with them on paper. And if they weren't completely battered by the time the conference finals came, I think they would have beat the Pacers and made it pretty difficult for the Celtics as is as well. Boston always beats Philly, so I'll just give Boston the benefit of the doubt there. I don't think adding Paul George, especially in a playoff setting, is going to do too much for you against the Celtics. Nah, I could be wrong, but that's just my take based on what I've seen from PG and Embiid in their playoff careers. The Pacers, they're going to have more continuity this season. The Knicks obviously got better. The Sixers got better, but I don't know against the Celtics how well they would do specifically. But hey, anything can happen. My whole point is the East got a lot better. I think the Eastern Conference is going to do a lot better of a job this year, making sure the Celtics really feel other teams, not going to lie. I don't think they're just going to cakewalk into another finals again. I think this year is going to be a lot harder for them. Ayo Dosunmu will win Sixth Man of the Year. I'm not going to lie, I don't even know what Ayo averages, so I can't really speak on that. Clippers, Lakers, and Warriors will miss the playoffs. Now, Clippers and Warriors, I think that's very feasible. The Clippers just lost Paul George, and they didn't replace him with anybody who I think is noteworthy enough to fill that void, especially for a team where both of your stars have been injury-prone for the last couple of seasons. You know, best case scenario for that team, James Harden can turn the clock back a little bit. If he can get up to the 25, 26 points per game, still give you those 8, 9 assists, and, you know, maybe 6, 7 boards. I think that might be asking too much of a James Harden at this stage in his career. He was doing it in Brooklyn, but that was 3 years ago at this point. Kawhi can't stay on the floor, and your biggest offseason pickup was Derrick Jones Jr. I love Derrick Jones Jr. He was just on my team. I don't think that's going to do enough for you to really make a huge push. Best case scenario, I think they could get into like a play-in game, maybe the 6th seed, but I don't believe they'll make the playoffs. The Warriors, they're going to have to prove to me they can make the playoffs. I think they're going to suck this year. The Lakers, I don't know about that. The Lakers is so crazy. The Lakers still have LeBron and AD, bro. Why are we acting like the Lakers suck? They were a 50-win team last year, no? Or close to it. If they weren't a 50-win team, they were damn close to it. They had a great season last year. So I wouldn't write them off just because they haven't really done much. They just went to the conference finals not too long ago. Like, I can't agree with this, bro. I cannot agree with this. Kobe White is the most improved player, takes a leap to 25.2 points per game, 5.3 assists, and 6.6 rebounds, or maybe flip-flop. But either way, I don't know. 25, 5, and 6, that's a lot. That's a lot. That would mean you think Kobe White is going to take a leap to be an all-star this season. And you are a Bulls fan. You mentioned Ayo Dosunmu for 6th Man of the Year, and you got D Rose as your wallpaper. So yeah, I don't know about that. I think Kobe White could possibly get you maybe like a 23, 25 is a bit much, no? DeMar DeRozan was averaging 25. I don't know if Kobe White's going to be doing all that. Hornets with a healthy LaMelo knock out the Heat in the play-in to make the playoffs as the 8th seed. That's a huge if because LaMelo Ball is never, ever healthy, so I don't know about that one. Next take, Damian Lillard returns to form and ends up having the best season out of all the guards in the Eastern Conference. Now, that's not a terrible take because we know what Damian Lillard is when he's at his best basketball, and he'd have to beat out a guy like Tyrese Maxey, who I did think had a better season than him last year. He'd have to beat out a guy like Tyrese Halliburton as well, even though I still do think Dame had a better year than Reese. And really the competition would be Jalen Brunson. It would be Dame or Jalen Brunson for the best point guard in the East next year. And man, the way Jalen Brunson was teeing off last year, that's a tall task. We'd really need to see Portland Damian Lillard for him to be better than Jalen Brunson in my eyes. But I know Dame is capable of that. I hope that his mind is right this year and he's ready for the season. And I hope him and Giannis can really come out and do the thing this year, man. So my real answer is probably not. I feel like he'll probably have a better season than last year, but I don't think he'll be the best guard in the East. That's going to be my take. More Kevin Garnett.
You ain't going back watching the games, Lord.
If I'm being honest, bro, I don't think anybody in this generation could have played like 20 years ago. If I'm being 100.
Sure. I'm going to let you finish, KG. I'm going to let you finish, dog.
This is to everybody in our league, Tatum, all y'all. Let me tell y'all something, bro. 20 years ago, bro, you couldn't get to a triple step back.
No.
You hear what I'm saying to you? you couldn't get to a triple step back. And then if you shot that shit, it had to go in. You know why? Because we had efficiency back in the day, my.
Oh, you had efficiency? Oh, you had efficiency. That's what he chose to say. Kevin Garnett. Let's really talk about it, bro. Let's really talk about it. Let's go with Ant. I'm not even gonna. I don't think Anthony Edwards is a top 5 guard. He's probably 6, but I don't think Anthony Edwards is a top 5 guard in the NBA. I'm gonna compare his numbers to somebody else. Right? Just give me 1 second. So Ant's in his 4th season. Right? 25.9 points per game, 5.1 assists, 5.4 rebounds. Let me see. His field goal percentage is 46%. 3-point percentage, 35%. Those are very efficient numbers. They could be higher, but those are very efficient numbers. 46% from the field, 35% from 3. Those are good numbers, right? I got a player in my head. And I will bet you, I bet you 30 push-ups, bro. If you disagree with me, you got to do 30. If I'm wrong, I will go bust out 30 on camera right now. Tracy McGrady, at this stage in his career, will have damn near the exact same numbers. On my life. Oh my God. No way I was this spot on. There's no way. Bro, 26.8 points per game. 45% from the field, 35% from 3. Yo, bro. 25.9, 46%, 35% from 3. Bro, 26.8, and then the year after, 25.6. Yo, bro, these numbers are exactly the same. Oh my God, bro. What are you talking about? You can't do this and that 20 years ago. Come on, KG. Come on. And I didn't even really get into what I wanted to say. The most notorious scores of the 2000s were inefficient volume scores. And I don't mean to be that guy, but if we go look at a Kobe, if we go look at an Allen Iverson, their stats efficiency-wise, because that's what Kevin Garnett's talking about. You can't do a double-double step back, but Kobe was pulling up on 4 niggas. What? But 6'4", 225. 225, jumping out the gym like that. And you know who he play like, low-key? Fucking Dwayne Wade, 6'4", 220. What was Dwayne Wade doing at this time in his career? Because Dwayne Wade was a dog already. Dwayne Wade had a ring and shit by like 06. 1, 2, 3, 4. 27 points per game. 49%. And he was a paint guy. So his threes was not there. The efficiency damn near looks the exact same for Ant. And I'm not even looking at somebody who's super efficient. Let's look at a Steph Curry. This is one of his most inefficient seasons. 45% from the field, 40% from 3. If you want to talk about the real Steph, he's up around 49% and 42%. Dead ass. 48%, 42%, 47%, 43%, 49%, 42%. Steph Curry is literally one of the most efficient players ever. He couldn't play 20 years ago. LeBron was playing 20 years ago. So your case is already off just based off Bron. Nobody in today's game could play 20 years ago. You think Giannis couldn't do what you were doing, KG, 20 years ago? Let's be dead ass serious. I gotta go further into it. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to. Let's look at what Giannis is doing. 30-11. We got a 29-13 season, a 27-12 season in there. And now let's go look at KG. No shade to KG. I'm going to add some context to the numbers. There's a lot less possessions in this game, so it's very impressive that he got 11, 12, 13 rebounds every single season and was averaging over 20 points. But do you dead ass think that Giannis couldn't do that? Like, on a very serious note, you think Joel Embiid would have no success in the 2000s? You're smoking.
I'm off of it for the flow of movement to be able to have scoring go up, which is why we like to sit here and watch kind of the rat race of the high-paced game, right? But
my whole thing is I don't like how old heads do this, because 90s players talk about the 2000s like this. Now the 2000s players are starting to talk about today's game like this. It's a never-ending cycle. You can talk about the physicality if you want to, cool. The efficiency part is dead ass cap. That's dead ass cap. Y'all just took more mid-range shots, and most of them bitches did not even fall. Like, let's keep it a B and KG.
Let's not talk about the physicality of the game back then.
Okay.
Real shit, because I only think half these kids in the league could have been on an NBA team 20 years ago.
Straight up.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And I'll say this much. This whole conversation is happening because of what Ant Edwards said, and he said all the old players, they weren't that good, which is also cap, and Ant Edwards is also bugging. But for this to be your rebuttal is insane. The average player in today's game, at least offensively speaking, would fucking go crazy 20 years ago, bro. Because if you look at the full rosters, you're not telling me Kobe White is not making an NBA roster 20 years ago. I'm sorry, you're not. Bro can pull up for three. He can drive into the lane. He can yam it on you every now and then. He got a nice handle. Why are we lying? Why are we lying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I don't even make any sense. You got to show love to the legends so the legends can stop spewing bullshit.
In the Olympics, was similar style play when the guard can ride you damn near over the pick.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to get out of that, and a nigga like Holiday, when he come out and he get over, he there. Right. So if you go to cross him, bro, you don't even, that's what I'm saying, bro. Man, the
a nigga like Holiday who plays in today's game. So, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I think sometimes y'all forget the rules don't only apply to you. Let's take those early 2000s rules that y'all love bringing up so much. If you give LeBron a damn hand check, if you let LeBron be as physical with you as you are with him, you think he not gonna run over most of the league? Ant Edwards, matter of fact, he said Drew Holiday. Let's get into Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday clamping down some of the most skilled guards of all time. And if you give him more physicality, what's he gonna do to you? What's he gonna do? Lock that ass out. Like, why are we pretending like the rules only go in one direction? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Like, can we not just have a nuanced conversation and stop acting like just because we don't play with those rules right now that we couldn't? Obviously, great players are going to mend their games to the rules. Talent transcends era. If KG were born in 20 years later, he would be dominating the league right now, just like he did in the early 2000s. Giannis, Jokic, Luka would find a way to be great. That's like saying Magic Johnson is not a good enough shooter for today. Greatness always wins. And we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. I've been recording for a minute. I don't even know how many tweets I went through. I don't think it was that many, but KG got me hot this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see some more tweets, let me know. If you have any hot takes, feel free to put it in the comment section down below. And if we get enough, I can make a whole video just strictly on my comments. So let's see if we can get that done. Probably not. But hey, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.